Why do we love scrolling on our phones so much? I feel like it's because there's a novelty aspect to it. You never know what you're going to get, so you just keep scrolling and enjoy the fact that you don't know what you're going to come across. Some videos will entertain you and some videos will make you want to die of cringe. But what if on a given day you logged onto social media and you saw the same video over and over and over again? How would you feel seeing that? You might say you'd be bored. I mean, there's no point watching because you know what the outcome is. One could say seeing the same result over and over again is boring. Seeing a team win over and over again is boring. And because of this, I say Arsenal this season are boring. Because no matter the game, the outcome is still the same. That's a bar. This weekend, I was given the task of cutting down this old tree in my backyard, and I'm a tree hugger, but you can tell that this tree has been dead for a while. And because I was preoccupied with this task of, cutting down this tree, I missed the first half of Arsenal's game against Burnley. And I didn't mind because I knew we were going to win. So if I know Arsenal is going to win, what's the point of watching Arsenal as an Arsenal fan? What is the meaning of my life? And when I was going through these thoughts, I thought to myself, how privileged am I as a fan that I can miss part of a game because I know my team is going to win? Now look, I already know what the media narrative is and why they call us boring. How we only score from set pieces, how we are supposedly bad at open play. I debunked all of that using stats in this video. But all these pundits are labeling Arsenal as boring because they know Arsenal are going to win. The only thing they can criticize is how Arsenal win. Man City are praised for their over-reliance on Erling Haaland, but Arsenal are criticized for not scoring enough open play goals. I saw people online compiling a league table of where Arsenal would be in the league without set piece goals. But can I ask the question, where would Man City rank in the league without Haaland's goals? How many trophies would Barcelona have won without Messi's goals? The media clearly understands that Arsenal have perfected scoring from set pieces but choose not to praise it. If Haaland scores 90% of Man City's goals, the narrative is Haaland is a good player. But the narrative will never point out how useless everyone else is in the Man City team. And yes, I understand there could be more nuance to that because the system could be built so that Haaland scores majority of goals. But let me get back to what I was saying. If Haaland scores 90% of Man City's goals, the narrative is Haaland is a good player. But if Arsenal score 90% of their goals from set pieces, God forbid we're called good at corners, they'll just say we're bad at open play. My team is winning so much that the media and rival fans look at any small indicator to delegitimize the win. As an Arsenal fan myself, I'll be the first to admit it. Watching my team actually is kind of boring because game week in, game week out, we face low blocks on the daily. There's nothing more boring than watching a team try to attack another team that's just sitting back. You know which teams have been my favorite to watch this season? Man United, Chelsea, and Tottenham. Yes, as an Arsenal fan, I'm more entertained watching United and Spurs than I am my own team. Why? Because those teams are so inconsistent that you don't know what the result will be, and the opposition they face genuinely have a go at them. That Grimsby Town game was genuinely one of the best matches I've watched this year, and it even went into penalties. That was peak entertainment. It just makes me sad as an Arsenal fan that I will never experience that this season. Our backup defense is better than a lot of teams' first team defenses, and to be honest, I feel like even with all the injuries we have in our team, our squad depth is just so close to perfection that no other team can challenge us in that regard. My team Arsenal is becoming the epitome of the word inevitable. No matter what happens, for some odd reason, it's not even for some odd reason, because that defense is stacked, because our set pieces are lethal, because our attack has so much quality, our team is inevitable. Because we have so much squad depth, our team is inevitable. When your team is flawless, you'll find it boring. When you're constantly winning, you'll find it boring. When you're facing low blocks, you'll find it boring. When you're 6 points clear in the league with no sign of slowing down, you'll find the league boring. And Arsenal are about to win the Premier League in the most boring way any of us have ever seen.